Hi, Negroes. How are you?
Lord have mercy.
Welcome to. We need to come up with a name for what we got going on here.
We're the Collectiv3.
I mean, yes, but this is a whole separate. It's separate but together.
That's true. But when it was on my channel, I didn't figure out a name for it. We never gone. It just is
Never
what it
gonna
is.
get it. Never gonna get it. Yeah. Look at me singing that group on like.
Oh, whoa.
They love them. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes.
Anyway, child, this is the Endgame episode 3. Bury the Lede. Because I don't get the title, and maybe it's because I'm stupid and beautiful, and you beautiful and smart. But I don't understand, so you gonna have to break it down.
Wasn't that the name of the
No, it was little something else, child. Le Chat.
Oh, so it wasn't it wasn't that.
It was Gangsta Boo and Le Chat.
Okay, so let's get started, y'all. So this
I'm
is
sorry. Just very quick. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
Le Chat, you dead ass wrong for that being your name. Because I be wanting to rock with you and be like, yeah, that's the cat in French, but it's not because chat is le with the E and not with the A. So fuck you. Because I be wanting to rock with your ass and be like, yeah, girl, it's just the cat in French, but it's not.
It is because ghetto. We spell it how we want to.
It is not. If I go to France and be like, hey girl, let me get one of them le chats behind the counter. They're gonna be like, girl, what?
What? That ain't gonna be.
I'm at the pet store.
Okay. I was like, can you specify where you going to ask for this? Because they're gonna look at you like, girl, no.
Or like, what if I meet a fine ass bitch in Montreal, Canada, and be like, hey girl, give me some of that le chat. She gonna be like,
if she real, she gonna know what you're talking about and say, hey, here it go.
No, she gonna be like, bitch, you don't even speak French. Get your ass out of here. I'm gonna be like, poor K.
See, now you just playing in her face. So I send you away too.
I am. She's right to be like, bitch, what the fuck?
What I don't have time for is you.
Do you know how many times I've heard that in my life? Not to make it sad.
But you, girl, please. You did.
Arisha, please. I'm sorry.
So the episode starts with Tyler Erickson because I cannot, girl. Oh, please. Like a news anchor who's covering the story, talking about all the robberies and what these bitches want from a nigga, because what do they want from us? Like, what are we gonna do to get this all put together?
And this is the first time we've seen this nigga, but he's supposed to be worldwide covering the news.
That's what I said. I'm like, how y'all just start the episode off with this funny looking nigga? Face all in the camera.
This white man with a square head.
Man. And that fucking nose. Do you remember the nigga at the foster home from Like Mike? They got the same type of nose. And it bothers me.
Get out of it. I'm gonna hang up. Because what is your problem?
Did I lie though? Did I lie?
Did I fucking lie? That bitch was singing the hell out of that. That was her best vocal note, honey. Don't get me started on grand piano and bed.
What? So Flowers and Turner are analyzing the picture of, because I could literally go down that rabbit hole, but I'm
already down it. Come on,
I don't want the Barbies and Kens to find me and threaten to stab me, because I ain't got that.
I love Nicholas, but my sister can't sing, and that's just that.
I used to. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. So they're analyzing this picture of Sergey, Elena, and Owen. And she just has the brain power to know, when was this coat made? Like, when was she wearing these clothes? He like, girl, it came out in 2015, fresh off the runway. And the clothes, because it's just like, how y'all thought of this? Like,
but you right though, because she is fresh off the runway. Because my bitch be dressing,
don't she?
Even down to the jail.
Girl, my sister said I done had this outfit on for 2 days, and I can't.
Enough. Enough.
Then they hating that bitch talking to put her in orange. Like, girl, even then she still look cute, but she like, I still don't want this. I want my
Right.
clothes.
She said, I
Go get
can't
my
think in
shit.
polyester, bitch.
Like, please, I can't. Y'all want me to do what? I can't help y'all till I
Until I can dress, honey. Call me
speaking
Caesar.
of. Cause I be dressing. But episode 6 though, I know I'm jumping way ahead and we only on 3. But my
You
good
jumped
crib
50%
queen,
ahead. Let me tell you
my
something.
my crib queen, that her pajamas, them silks. I said, oh
I was like, bitch,
my
I
crib
would like to
queen.
be, I would like to be there. I don't know what I'm even there for, but I would like to be a part of it.
Can I just look at the fashions? Cause girl,
You
like
know
I
she
don't,
was toe up when Nipsey died.
girl. Oh,
Cause my sister, baby, she said blue. Blue.
forever with this
What
red
you want to
lip.
wear today? Blue.
Y'all gonna get it. This blue with this with a little bit of red. Cause is this yeah, on this episode, she had the red blouse on with the black pants with the velvet shoes. I said, come on, velvet.
Yeah. And she looked good, child.
Girl.
My sister be popping out in them colors. But even in the white, because she was wearing white in this episode too.
Oh yeah, in this picture. And
she
so
ate it up.
truly, I said, girl, this coat is cute. And whenever she had it on, it was cute.
Valentino 2015.
Girl. And then he talking about this the closest that we got to Owen from the picture that you sent. And they show us this old picture of them together, supposed to be looking cute. I hated that so bad. I said, girl, me too. I don't even know why y'all put it on. But
It's just, what was the reason for you telling us that?
like
Like, what we supposed to do about it?
we don't care.
I can't help
Like,
you. That soul patch is gone, and so is your man because he in jail. So what we gonna do?
come on. And then they show us when he in the hospital, and she's like, that was Argentina. That
Argentina,
was
like, bitch. Now we going from everything being Gambia. It's Gambia. Everything now everything Argentina.
I was gonna say, I'm so tired of Gambia. When y'all put this shit to rest, hallelujah.
But then they picked up Argentina. Everything is just Argentina now.
It was a gun deal gone bad. Well, Owen was undercover. And so, it was a gun deal gone bad. He got shot and he was in the hospital. So, excuse me, y'all.
Get rid of him, honey. Shake yourself loose.
In this visit, Lord have mercy. In this visit, Elena tells Turner, where there's smoke, there's fire. And she's like, yeah. And like my good sister, well, not about the smoke and the fire, because I was gonna say she had a point, but follow me. She had a point. Because she told Turner, you are so determined to put me in this black hat while you wearing all white, like you just going on the glory. Like, girl, I'm not as
now
bad.
She stole Olivia Pope's whole gig.
Yes, girl. Like, you swear you better than me. And that veil I was talking about lifting over your eyes. Like, I wish you would see that we are one and the same good sister. You are no better than me. And Turner said, girl, boo, because I don't know what the hell you talking about. I don't do what you do. I am better than you.
I would, instead of saying you're no better than me, I would have actually said you're worse than me. You're trash.
Like, girl,
you are the scum between my toes.
I'm like, I'm only here because I want us to be friends. Because, bitch, if I want to walk out that door, I could get out that door.
Let me tell you something. I love your ass to death. But one thing I'm not going to do is get myself put down to the jail to be friends with you, bitch. And that's just that on that.
I'm like, good thing we friends already. Because it's borderline obsession with my girl. That's the only thing I don't like about Elena. I'm like, Elena,
that bitch want to eat her.
I'm like, where are we going with this? I need you to clarify what is happening. Because, girl,
she already said what she said, honey. She was a lesbian. She didn't say that I said that, but she is a lesbian.
I'm like, what is happening here, girl? Like,
homosexuality, honey.
You couldn't meet her out in the street? Like, no. This whole plan,
they met in Gambia.
Like, girl, both of y'all niggas in jail. What is happening here? Like, Ain't no better plan. Like the plan is
She
great.
sent they niggas to jail so she could be alone with Turner because she is a lesbian, honey.
Like, man,
And very
y'all
much
go do
like
this.
that 1960s episode of not episode, child, rendition of the cover of Jet with Diane Carroll on it. Are homosexuals becoming respectable? The answer is
You,
no.
you know what? Please.
Baby.
It's time for a new story, y'all. New story.
Bitch.
New story.
I'm like, at this point, just gonna record an audio book so the bitch can listen to it while she sleep because I'm tired.
No, she has to listen because her, like everybody be playing with my girl. Like, I'm not listening to this. And look, how else we gonna move forward? You got to come
If
back
you
to
just
mama and
said
listen
what
to.
needed to be said, say go down to the bank, make a
No,
left, go over
no,
across the way to the storage facility,
no,
and God bless you.
no. Because otherwise, where's the fun in that? Like,
And
there's no
looking at
fun.
her outfits, because that's really what I'm here for.
And true, that's what she said. She's like, you got to come back every day, check out my new fit, and let's talk, let's chat. Like,
How
have
did
a
she get all these clothes and all these shoes into that one trunk?
well, you know, it looked like it was very spacious. It was a big trunk. We only on outfit 2 from since she got it. And I'm pretty sure, you know, they ain't gonna tell us, but she probably negotiated like, girl, I had another trunk in this car all this time. So go get that one too. You know, thank you. We're gonna be here for a while. So I need variety on it.
I'm sick of it. I've had enough.
And so this story is about 2 friends that were torn apart by violence. So we now at bank number 5. And one of the hostages is taken and put into a vault. Now, this vault is not ventilated, so that's the real problem here. Because it's like, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but y'all better try to get this. Because in about 4 hours, that's over. It's over for. Because they, the way they slammed that clock on top of that counter, like
they was like, "Here, bitch, here's the time."
Starting and
starting now.
I was gonna say God rest this, but given very much starting right now. Y'all got 4
land.
hours. Like and so what's his name? Director Doak. He want to use gas. He like, you know, I got the perfect plan to, you know, smoke these holes out.
Put this gas I got on a gas so big like the sun.
Man. And of course, Turner is like, no, like that ain't the right way. We're not doing it like that. And of course, because she black, what he said, let me remind you that you're talking to a superior who don't know what the fuck he doing, apparently. Like, and
fuck
you mad about
it. I'm only here for Catherine's either.
Now, you know, I've been saying that from the beginning.
I was trying to give my sister a break, but
no,
I'm on my 3rd time watching through the season. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about her. Or her little bun in the back, child.
Since the girl, now you see the bun got bigger. I said, what is?
I see.
But
she must have hit it and it swelled up.
Like, what is happening here? So our good sister Elena, she done hacked into the feed and she talking directly to the people. Like,
my sister on Good Morning America.
She said, "Hey, how y'all doing? Let me introduce myself. My name is like, you may think you hate me now, but you're gonna love me later." What she say? The only person I want to talk to is Tyler Erickson, and of course he ready for his close up, sitting there brushing that.
Vain as hell. I was like, Tyler, you too ugly to be vain, baby.
What are you combing? Like, let's talk about it. What are you combing? And the way he is like violently combing that hair, like
it upset me and my homegirl. But speaking of hair, this episode, why did director Doak hair look like what's that man with the mustache?
You saw the way
it was not at all blended. He looked like Adolf. That's what I was trying to get. He looked like Adolf Hitler about the head. And I'm like, bitch. I know your barber saw that and should have got some thinning shears, should have got another a lesser guard, honey, to go down on their hair. So many things should have been done. Yes.
all the budget went to our good sis. She got everything.
Yeah.
She got the hair, she got the makeup, she got the clothes. They said, we gotta make our bitch look good. The rest of y'all gotta feed for
Fuck y'all.
yourselves. Like,
I feel like episode 7, we're gonna see Director Dope with Agent Turner's bun.
truly.
It's just who gives a fuck?
Like, cause y'all not our good sis. We don't care. Y'all not
just,
entertaining like she is. Like, move out the way.
everybody looks a fool.
She makes
Flowers
her
need a
clothes up.
haircut. I'm like, what is going on here today?
And we're gonna talk about a waste of space. We're gonna get there because
I know.
but
You
what
just
is
do
his
not fuck with
purpose?
my
Like,
nigga.
for real.
He gotta say, huh? What? I don't huh? And let me check my Twitter feed.
And
That's
you
what
know
he
how that annoys me. That annoys the fuck out of me. But
it does. Cause I be forgetting shit, and Erica she be beating me behind the scenes, y'all. She be beating me.
I was gonna say, never mind that we are nowhere near each other.
That's not what's important. She be beating me, y'all. She just slapped me today and said, "Get your ass on this camera." And I was like, "Okay."
Hey, I got mommy. Oh, that's what we didn't talk about. Never mind. Okay, real quick. No, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So we really don't care, but where I'm going with this, it all ties together. Um, my niece, she only 3, but she was like the other day, it was something on her hand, and she was like, my mommy smashed my finger. I said, she what? She was like, she smashed my fingers. I said, how? She was like, they was in the door. I said, baby, what? You want me doing you like that? And she's like, yeah, she gave me a band-aid. I said, girl, get out my face, because ain't nothing wrong with you. Like, her hand was perfectly fine. I said, ain't no way.
But it was smashed. And I'm gonna stick beside her.
No.
I'm coming to her aid. I'm a lawyer. Period. And my client said she was smashed. She was smashed.
No. And I know what she be meaning one thing but saying nothing. Because when she get like a little pat, like on her hand or on her butt, she'll say like take me for example, my nickname is Boo. So she'll say, Boo slapped me. And it's just like
and I'm right here beside her.
It's like, no, I didn't. I tapped you, but I did not slap you.
You
like,
slapped that baby, and I'm calling the police.
Don't go out telling
I'm
people.
calling Agent Turner right now. She just took her bun off to get in the bed, but she finna put it right back on to get out in them streets.
And I will fight her for real.
But I'm talking with this little doodle ball on top of my head. Anyway.
We need to talk about what's that girl name? Ari, and her saying like she got recordings of them asking they baby about hitting them, whatever like that. But that just made me think of that. So I'm like tying that all together. But that's why I said, I'm like, when you talk about it, because we didn't care.
Y'all keep saying Ari. It took me till late last night to realize y'all weren't talking about Sister Lennox down to the singing church. Y'all was talking about some hoe down to the Instagram model church. And I was like, who the hell is your son?
But I said, and I'm like, why is that his name? But they've been going through this forever. That's why I'm like, I really don't care. It's just a back and forth
of a nigga I went with back in high school.
Okay. So they got him strapped up with his vest. He aggressively combing his hair. My nephew name is My Shine, so I can't say shit.
But that's different.
I love him though. Let me not do that.
My Shine is cute. Because it's like, oh, this my Shine.
Yeah.
I love me some ghetto shit.
Good. Now listen. We ain't gonna go there.
Where's the ghetto bitch in this show, actually? We need a ghetto bitch to start getting stuff done, because Turner ain't doing it right.
Never. They gotta be classy. If what they would deem ghetto is our good sister we love. And it ain't that she ghetto, it's like she beneath them. She the black hat. What is it? What they used to call themselves, the white knight. What was the shit in Scandal?
The bitches in white coats or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Anywho. So
gladiator in a suit, bitch.
Thank you. Because I was just like, I don't know what it was called, but whatever. Oh yeah, because Columbus, God rest him. Are you a gladiator or
Bitch, I'm a human being with emotions and feelings.
Man, but I hate it. What was her name? Gwen. Fuck
Quinn.
Gwen.
It was
Queen.
with a Q, but yeah, fuck
Fuck
her
her.
anyway. Fuck
See, look.
her. Fuck Abby, no shade. Like, you was
No,
just there to be
Abby,
white with red hair. Like, that's all you was there for.
and
And
she
you
was
had
waiting
got
on her
me.
chance to take Olivia's spot. You was waiting. You're like, let this
Sometimes
bitch
you
slip
be
up
waiting.
one time and slide right in. Because when my girl was down and she called herself, taking her place. Anyway, so they turned on the
Do
camera
we need to
inside the
recap
bank.
Scandal next?
Nah, that's too long of a show.
I mean, listen, I'm only gonna stick with it for the first like 4 seasons, and then I'm like, fuck everybody here.
What
When I saw that bitch on that beach with Jake, I was like, God bless
what is
y'all.
happening? Like, man, you and Fitz were never gonna happen, but Jake.
I mean, he cute and I understand, but
like, girl, why you gonna be by yourself? Listen to your daddy.
and then you done ran off, left your son with Abby, her son being Hook. With Abby. Abby don't know how to raise this boy. He got special needs.
That was my man. You talking about a favorite character. Huck was my nigga. She like, you want me to do what to get this information?
Period.
Where my pliers at? Because we about to get to work.
742.
We about to go to work. Because bitch, I need answers.
My nigga rocked for a whole episode saying 742, 742. And I was like, I know that's right. 742 indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what that nigga was talking about, but I was with him.
Like, I'm saying, I love a villain. I love a villain.
Fuck wasn't even a villain. He was a baby. That was a child.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do a scandal because let's get back to this. So they get him down in front of the camera. He talking all this shit, and they like, we got a question. And he's like, I'm willing to any question you have. No, they like, this question is for you.
Because he was talking about relaying it to the police, like y'all weren't live. The police watching too.
Right. And it's like, no, this is for you. Tell us about the swan. And I was like, that's not a question, but I'm gonna rock with y'all.
Will you tell us about the swan?
That's a demand. So you're like, what?
Well, if that nigga was a demand.
And
my nigga was legitimately confused, just like I was.
I was gonna say, everybody, because it's like a swan. What you talking about?
And I was like, was he in Swan Lake when he was a child or something?
Mm-mm.
And he beat somebody to death during the choreo?
So they surrounding the bank, child, and Doak still want to feel important and told them either get a gas mask or be behind the line. So what y'all gonna do? And then he tell her to go somewhere. She's looking at him like, you so fucking dumb. That's an order. I'm like, all right, bitch, it's an order. Like, what you want?
So anyway, Doak gonna die for the end of the before the
I
end
want
of the
him
season. I hope Doak gonna die, I should say.
Are they gonna trade places? She gonna become the assistant director and he just gonna be a field agent. So they see smoke coming and Fly was like, let me check my
Twitter
intel. Yeah, with the I said, oh, I'm so disgusted. Like, please get him away from me. And there's a fire at a storage facility. And so she's looking up the storage facility. Do you know what this means in Russian? And
bitch, I'm American.
I was with Flowers because he's like, you trying to be so smug, like, bitch, what is it? And it means swan. And so whatever the word is, because I didn't write it down because I didn't too much care.
I already told you, it was legit.
So as they walking around, she just talking, and he like, okay, girl, it's plenty of storage units out here. How you gonna know which one you need to get to? How they tie all in together? And she like, you smell that? And he like, smell what? And then of course 1 second like, oh yeah. I said, so what is it? Either y'all smelled it or y'all did. Because
what's so crazy to me is that these niggas are like, you smell that, and went right to where the smell was instead of like, where's that coming from?
That's what I said. I'm like
y'all asses just walk right there.
Thank you. I'm like, y'all was walking around talking and didn't smell nothing. But of course, you get to this one particular spot. You smell it? Like, no, bitch. What is?
And then go right to the door.
I said, this is how y'all get on my nerves, man.
This is how you remind me what I never had.
Come on. Why Legends.
Listen, I love me some white music, honey, because it's just black music without the tan.
True. So when they get the door open to the unit, there's a freezer there. So it's like, electricity went off for like a week. So whatever was in there done decayed. And she's like, girl, I mean, thawed, excuse me. Um,
All right,
and
you was right on both both accounts.
and so they open that freezer and it's a dead body. It's like, what?
Child just laid over her, just dead. Like
Just
she even
wrapped up.
opened her eyes and be like, "Girl, I'm just like she was dead." She was
The
for real.
way. Oh my God.
But what's crazy to me is that okay, she been in a freezer with the power been out for a week, which means she wouldn't still be frozen, especially if she was omitting an odor.
Mm-hmm.
So, bitch, why is she laying there pristine? She should have been leaking and oozing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to see leaking and oozing, but for y'all to show us this woman body, and she just laid there like me. Like, ma'am, you are decayed.
Do we have to go back to our kind of people for a woman to have been dead for like 8 hours? Her body was still
Honey, Rigger had
freely
not dropped
moving.
by at all. Rigger was like, I'm late. I'm running late, honey. I get there after a while.
And so, oh, it's good.
Oh, baby got sleepy.
We back in Argentina. So Owen is posing as a gun buyer, and in the middle of their meeting, two men walking in and just open fire. But Owen is the only one shot, which I found hilarious because I was like,
it's just really the way they built up this scene with you not gonna frisk me. Oh, she has no reason to frisk you because she has a sixth sense about whether somebody's carrying a gun or not. And then some niggas walk in and she's like, they are carrying guns because they have star tattoos behind their ears and they are suspicious.
Cowards. And it's the way, it's like, if you pay attention to the scene, the way she ran up them stairs.
Honey, she was tiptoeing. I was like, yes, bitch. She got up there daintily. I was like, hell yes.
I was like, girl, with the way they was spraying, she should have been dead. She should have been
Let
dead.
me get up these steps, honey, with these heels.
What happened? But yes, it was like the one time she bent the corner, she got that headshot. I said, I know that's right. My kind
that
of
wasn't even her because she just shot a table. Her husband spun around with the headshot. She shot a table thrice.
It's the way, but I say, okay, y'all got it. I'm so tired.
I'm sorry, I can't get over how my sister tiptoed up them stairs and
that's what got me.
They started shooting. She was like, ooh.
So honey. She the one who noticed that they got the guns and they about to start shooting, but the way she up them stairs, I said, oh.
The husband done jumped the ledge, got out the way.
And the way Owen dived to the floor, I said, how you get shot? You should have been out the way.
I'm sorry, that whole scene is on a loop in my brain. Because my sister, she was like, let me.
I can't. Y'all see this white? I can't afford
blood and my blood at that on this one. Absolutely not. Let me get
I look too good. In the words of Remy Ma, I look too good. Cannot.
She tiptoed. It's the tiptoe for me. True. It's like, ma'am, the back of your ass would have been holy, literally. Swiss cheese. They would have had to pull 30 rounds of ammunition out your ass cheeks because, ma'am, why are you moving so slow? And why didn't you have security? All of that was crazy.
That's what I said. I'm like, y'all, but they're supposed to be the baddest, so it's like we don't really need security. It's us against the world. It's us.
Not all I need in this life of sin is me and my boyfriend.
Come on. So the dead girl in the freezer, had supposedly committed suicide. The word got away from and jumped off.
You called it right at the end there.
Jumped off a bridge. So it's just like, that don't look like suicide to me.
And she ain't
And she ain't jumped off no bridge to me, so
Now she ain't jumped off no bridge to me.
it's like, look, we shouldn't be able to see her right now. But you know, she was a small time investigative reporter. And she just trying to run down the story to Dope. And he ain't trying to hear nothing. Once again, hating. It's just like because you ain't thought of this yourself, you don't want to hear nothing she gotta say.
At all.
And
He said,
so
shut up, just shut up, shut up.
and so, you know, he get a phone call telling him that the vents are sealed because when he called that 91 back from the first episode, you know, to protect all the banks in the city, which is over like 700 and some banks. So he's like,
I'm
well,
gonna be real with you. That that was Turner's idea.
it was. And
So
he
she was acting like that was all his fault. You didn't put the 91 100 up there, and now the bank, the shit sealed. I was like, bitch, that was your idea. You did that. Because he said, we not gonna do this because there's 750 some banks in the city. And she was like, well, bitch, y'all do it. Oh, right.
So he tells them to unseal the vents because you know this gas is coming, whether you like it or not.
the way he was on the phone with Rael talking about, I got some Arcan, and her ass popped up, gas. Like, man, we would have got to the conclusion eventually. You didn't have to lead us into it.
And so our good sister hacks the feed again and tells them, you know, we got like an hour and a half left. And if she dies, it's all Tyler Erickson's fault. So, you know, come on down to the bank and see what I'm talking about. Like, you know,
it was very, I don't know if y'all have like muscle car shows and stuff up. Y'all, Motor City, Motor area. But like on the weekends. On the weekends.
Detroit is not Grand Rapids. It's not the same thing.
And I understand. That's why I clarified. Let me live. Anyway, on the weekends they be having commercials like Sunday. Come on down. Yeah. That's what Miss Mama was giving. Come on down to the bank. It's gonna be a treat.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I can't stand Flowers. What does she mean come down to the bank? Like, bitch, we don't have
Bring
time.
your ass to the bank.
What is that code for? It's like, nigga, come down here and see.
And then her ass talking about she's gathering a crowd.
Man,
will y'all shut the fuck up?
I want y'all to run off together and go away. Like, please.
No, because Fedorova going with her. Wherever her ass goes, Fedorova gonna be right there.
Because they are friends. Anyway, so we back in 2016. They done took Owen, got him patched up. Then he wake up, where am I? It's just like, nigga, do you really got time to worry about that? Like, you've been out cold, shot. And then he looking around, they like, what you looking for, that FBI badge? Agent Owen Turner? Like, nigga, we got your number. Like, you can rest. Go ahead and rest.
Owen Turner.
Truly, because it's like, nigga, relax. You ain't going nowhere.
Nigga, you is shot to the gut.
Talk about what y'all want. Nigga, do it matter? It's like you literally can do nothing.
Like, they could have just left you there.
True. Like, they could have killed you. Like, as soon as they found the FBI, you could have been dead while you were so hard cut.
But they knew he was FBI even before that, though.
Yeah, but I'm just,
so it's like, they could have shot you just as soon as you walked in the restaurant.
You talking about some frisky. Yeah, frisky, all right. But like you said, they talking about they want friendship. No,
like, these are the two loneliest motherfuckers in the galaxy. Y'all doing all this for a friend, bitch.
Man.
You done hijacked 7 banks, your husband in jail, so you could be friends. And then you put your husband in jail with her husband so they could be friends while y'all going to be friends. What the hell going on? Y'all can't go on a Facebook group and meet somebody?
No, obviously not.
Terrible.
If my wife comes looking, y'all don't want my wife to come looking for me. I'm like, man, fuck you and your wife. She's so tired.
They put that nigga to sleep immediately.
It's like, right. She pulled out there like she must be a special woman. Like, here, take this. Nobody care. Like,
And I'm trying to figure out. I didn't look at the times. Did you see when Argentina was in comparison to Gambia? Like, did she already know Agent Turner at that time?
um, I'm gonna say she did.
I'm gonna say she did too, because it would be very weird if that nigga said, "My wife gonna come looking for you," and she went looking for that man wife and was like, "Oh, best friends."
Cause I'm like the way she said like they finally got a one. Cause it's the way she helped her. I feel like she knew who she was and was like, everybody need help. So I think she did.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody know what I'm talking about.
Please.
Nobody's perfect. I gotta work.
It's the way you can't even get it out. You can't even get it out.
Listen,
so
Hannah had some hits.
Who?
Hannah Montana.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
Please. In jail, someone recognizes Sergey, and Sergey's like, "I know not what you speak of. My name is Colin. Like, please get away."
He was struggling with that American accent.
Like,
maybe you said 5 words and you had a hard time.
And that man was like, "Oh yeah, because if you were," so it's like, nigga, but I said I wasn't.
Bitch, I'm dead. Leave me alone. Very much me. Sir, I am deceased. And I feel like you should just let bygones, honey, be bygones.
True. So, child, we down to 18 minutes. And Tyler has still not asked the question.
Wait, because my sister was in that non-ventilated box, honey, laid over. I was like, ooh, that must be terrible.
I'm telling you, like, you get no air the way she was laid out. And so,
like Jordan Sparks said,
he like, I can't answer a question. Like, y'all got to give me more information. I don't know nobody no Swan now. And then just
I gave up that narcotic. That's the tone of voice you had when you said that.
So out of nowhere, everybody just started being blindfolded. And it's like, oh shit, what's going on?
I felt like it was just 2 people.
It was like the way they tied up that one man, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they tied up Tyler.
And he was like, "Why are we being blindfolded?" It's like, nigga, it's just you really, because they took the blindfold off that other nigga. You thought.
And so, what is it? Now we down to 7. Like, child, time is winding down.
It's slipping away from me. Yeah.
And the electricity is blown. So as soon as that happens, they rush inside, and the robbers are gone, honey. And all the people still laid out on the floor, blindfolded. And they get the woman out of the vault just in time because she's still alive.
But her pulse was thready, honey. Thready.
It's just like, whew, child. One more second, and she's
doctor
out of
shows
it.
and thinking I know what's going on.
I was like, hey, I'm with you, whatever that means.
Because I assume it means like low and in and out or something, but I really don't know. Okay.
And so, don't think like they got the robbers, like, because he goes back to, well, we sealed the vent, so ain't no way for them to get out. And of course, here goes Herman, except that you unsealed them for the gas, like, motherfucker. It's just like, both of y'all like hold hands and jump off a bridge together.
It was very Foxy Cleopatra, whole lot of woman. It's like, girl, why is you giving out? Except you unsealed them. Damn, everything okay?
Like, no, she's tired of him, and she got every right to be. But it's like, y'all do this back and forth thing where now I'm tired of both of y'all.
Everybody on the police side except Rael, honey, has gotten on my nerves thus far. Rael just be over there.
He just ready to go home. He tired of everybody. He like, please. Like, bitch, can you please get through with your stories?
Because I've been locked away in Fort Time with your ass. Let me go home.
I'm just done with this. Tired. Then y'all niggas can't figure shit out, constantly calling me like, damn, I'm dodging calls from
The
them
post,
people in
I
that
mean,
that white building.
yeah, the president who has not yet been established because this show ain't about him.
Thank you. And I loved it. So I was like, please, we don't need a fake president. Let him be whatever he is.
I imagine
Uh
it's me.
money starts raining from the sky, child. It's like, hey.
Like what, ma'am? Maybe you get sleepy. I'm gonna stick beside you though. What she said, like, hey, I'm with her.
I'm such an elder, excuse me.
You are. God
Um,
bless you.
so they questioned the woman from the vault, like, how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. You
Why
live
is she
way
not
here.
at the hospital?
Girl, they gave her a little bit of that oxygen to breathe in, breathe out, and she was good to go.
That's not how that
Uh,
works.
it's
That's just not how it works.
just like she came over. Can I ask you a few questions? And she moved the thing from her mouth, like, yeah, here you go, take this. Let me talk to her. And I'm like, her voice, like, she has full control over her voice. She ain't whispering, like none of that.
Like, ma'am, you
And
was just dead. 5 minutes ago, you
children,
was dead.
you was
And
about
your
to meet
ass.
your friend, and y'all was about to be reunited, and it feels so good. She,
You
she's like,
have terrible humor. But I can't talk because that earthquake joke I made today.
um, sorry. Where we at? So she's like, do you know what's the lady's name? The dead woman,
The
me.
muffin, the
She was
muffin
like,
man.
do you know me? She was like, yeah, she was my friend. Like, girl, we lived together till she committed suicide. And
They
she,
lived in the same building, not together.
whatever.
We was
Like,
lesbians, honey. We was. That's what you was giving.
because the way she was act anyway. And she was like, she texted me right before she died, 1164, and turned like she was just so amazed. You remember the number?
I'm
Like,
amazed that your ass just removed the numbers. I don't the numbers.
1164. I'm like, besides the fact that I wrote it down, I do remember. Like,
Of course, you know the words to the song. Like you wrote it.
thank you.
Let me get over here and look at these notes, honey.
So of course she like 1164. What could that possibly mean? Oh, you were locked in a vault. Vault. Let's go to the vault. Let's find the secret. Like nobody else would put that together like that. They just wouldn't. And I'm so tired of y'all
That's
trying to
right.
act,
It all relies on Agent Turner.
which
She's
makes
the
no
one
sense.
person that will.
Because if she was just smart like that, why is she not above her rank? Like she should be way larger than what
Because
she
her
is.
husband was a criminal and she had
Man,
got demoted.
whatever. And so they opened that box, child, and of course her missing laptop is in there with a note that says, if anything should happen to, first of all, let me read the note first. If anything should happen to me, read these files. Okay, now let's pull over. It is.
It's been 1 week since you. I'm sorry.
What? Who wrote that note like that? Like
Me.
the inconsistencies of certain words being capitalized that should not be capitalized. Who wrote this note like this? It was getting on my nerves. The more I looked at it, I was just so frustrated.
What
I was
was
like, why?
capitalized? This shouldn't
Okay,
be.
let's see. How you start to know? If anything, I think the happen was capitalized and the read was capitalized, and I think the files was also capitalized. Like these random letters being capitalized, it's just like only if should have been capitalized. Like everything else,
She was in a hurry, honey. She had to
no,
go. She had to go get murdered. She was in a
no,
hurry.
no.
As the folks down here said, she was in a hurry.
So me was investigating Tyler Erickson and his association with an organized crime
With
titled
Sandra
the
Bullock,
Bullets.
girl. Sandra Bullock asked got her organized crime facility.
And child, this goes back to when he worked as a press aide in the White House, which was 10 years ago, and he received $10 million in exchange for favors in the White House. And I said, whoever wrote this show, they love the number 10.
I was
10
gonna
is their
say 10
favorite number.
million is really where it's at for them. It's
10
just
million and in 10 years. And I said yes.
and
Anyway,
10 million for
so
that other bitch that was
it's
giving away
yes,
secrets. Like girl.
give it away. um, and so Ming, Ming had approached Tyler with her findings, and he killed her because it's like, whose secret you finna tell? Not mine. And
You
he
finna
made
shut
a
up. Girl, I talk back.
and he made a call to the family, like, man, I had to kill this girl. She was about to let all our business fly. So they're like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. We on our way. And
I'm
so that's
sorry. It's just very much. Hey, I found out some information about you. Let me kill your ass real quick because listen, what I'm not gonna do. Like, damn, you could have tried to make a deal with her or something. Murder this lady.
I'm trying to move ahead in my career. You're not gonna ruin this for me, okay? Like, it ain't gonna happen.
My nigga was like,
And
enough. You
like
got to
true.
die.
And so where we at, y'all? So they came, collected her body, put it in that same freezer, and took it to the storage unit and paid it up for 10 years. Like by the time they find her, this ain't gonna come back to us. Um, and so where we
Except
at? So
for some reason, Catherine
because
Zeta Fedorova ass know about it.
know everything.
Girl,
Um,
how you know? Who telling you?
I was gonna say, but we ain't gonna find that out for another 3 episodes, child. So who is it? Tyler Erickson, Secretary Bradbury, and I keep calling this man the DA, and he is the AG. He is the Attorney General, and they all worked at the White House at the same time. So she goes to Elena and it's like, "Is that the connection?" My good sis said, "No, the connection is corruption. Like, get it together. You
Like,
so
bitch, you
smart,
ain't
but
see my note. My note said follow the corruption.
girl, we ain't got there yet. You
Oh,
That's episode 6.
is it?
Yes,
Oh
that just
shit.
happened. Like, that just
The
happened.
point is corruption. That's why I keep telling you, like, before you, yeah, you got your notes and your memory and everything, but I need to go back and watch the episode
Right.
to make sure I know what I'm talking about. And my ass still be just doing too much.
I got you. That's why I be catching you. I'm like, we're not there yet. It's okay.
Not you training me, honey, like I'm a puppy.
No chat. And so she goes to see my girl, and after she tells her, like, no, it's corruption. And then she's like, we one in the same, my girl, we are twins. Like, I don't know why you
We cheetah girls, cheetah sisters.
it's like, truly, why don't you believe in? Turner looked at her and said, no. She's like, girl, I know your favorite meal down to your darkest
Like,
wish.
ma'am, this is very sexual. This is sexual.
I
She
know your
came and
favorite meal.
she sat on the table next to her, honey, all sensual. It was like,
Right.
I know you like pasta caravata, honey, when your
Whatever it was.
husband when your husband make it,
I was
child.
gonna
I
say
know you
right.
use the pink loofah for your top of the top of your body, then you use the gray loofah for your legs now. It's like, I know your favorite movie, bitch. And I
Like,
hired the crew of the movie to come reenact it in your living room.
like, girl,
I
I
was
know
like,
everything
oh,
about you. What are you saying?
I was like, man, that's so weird. It
Now this,
alarmed me.
okay. Now we at the end. Now this the bullshit that I was just not here for. So she's sitting at the edge of the bed and she's looking at a picture of them together, and then she just happens to go on her drawer, and this ain't no Clover, but just pretend it is, and she just picks this up and looks at it, and just happens to look over at the bookcase, and her eyes just go to a Clover on a book, and she just know. To, okay, hold on.
It's
She
the
just know
Shamrock books, honey.
to pull out this book, but can y'all see my book? It's the way she was thumbing through the book, like barely opening the pages, to where if you was thumbing through it like this, ain't no way you knew to open it up to a very specific page to see the flash drive that was on the inside, like the way they had it carved in there. I said, because the way she skimmed the page, you couldn't see inside that book like that. Ain't no way she would have caught that. And I said, first of all, who took the time to shave down the inside of a good book like that to fit that in there?
I tried it one time. I got so tired trying to carve inside one of the books, honey. It was an old encyclopedia that had gone out of date. And I was like, well, I'm just start hiding stuff in these books. Girl, I got like 12 pages in. I was like, this ain't for me.
I was pissed. I said, this makes no fucking sense. But she just finds the flash drive, like, oh my God, what is he trying to tell me? Like, man, fuck both of y'all. So ain't no way.
And it's
I'm
probably
tired.
it's probably Catherine Zeta Fedorova, like, I knew you would find me.
And that's what she thinks. Like, when she thinks about, she like, man, he in on it with. I know he is. I know he is.
Like, yes, bitch. That's why he in jail. You ain't put
Like,
them pieces together.
girl, that's why you got them divorced. And I'm still trying to make sense of how do y'all make this make sense to me? Like, this bitch turned her husband in, but then she also go visit this nigga in prison, and they still in love, and like it's still working out for them. Make it make sense. Bitch, you turned me in. Every
But
time you come to this prison, I will turn you away. No.
of course not. I really feel like he knew this was all part of the plan. He knew that she was gonna turn him in. He told her new lover Fedorova, Mrs. Fedorova, not Mr. Uh, that she gonna turn him in, and it was gonna start the shit.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in their situation, it all makes sense. But I'm just saying, like, if it was anybody but, like, say if that nigga was really was dealing drugs and she found out and turned him in, but then it's like, oh, I'm gonna come talk to you. We still gonna have conversations.
And
We
I'm
still
gonna be
gonna
shocked
smile when we
I'm,
see each other. Like,
I'm gonna be very shocked when you hand me them divorce papers as well.
I'm like, girl,
I'm taking so far back.
like the first time you visit, I'll let you through that. First time you come to visit and slide that over and get up and walk away. Cause I ain't even got no words for you. Like, bitch, here you go.
Before I let you.
Like, what is we talking about here? Like, bitch, no. The fuck out. Like, you gonna put me here, then just show up and visit me like we finna talk and have a nice conversation?
Because we are a family, like a
Man.
giant tree.
Oh, fuck the family. You know what? I let the family in my house and the family fuck my husband. Fuck the
You
family.
startled me. I mean, yes, and fuck the family, period. But you startled the hell out of me.
My
The way I
bad.
almost knocked over this nail polish on it just started running.
Uh-uh. All right, child. Well, that's all we got for y'all today. It's short and sweet, not too much, not too much.
Because my sister is sleepy.
I am. I'm so tired.
I gotta tuck her in before she beat me, because she be beating me up.
Tell me a story.
Once upon a time, bitch, there was a bitch. And she was doing bitchy things. And her friend was like, bitch, you a bitch. And her friend, she was like, if I'm a bitch, then do something about it, bitch. And then they started fighting. And then one of them turned up dead. And I'll let you figure out who. The end.
Bye, people, because I can't work.
You asked for a story, and I gave you a story.
My bad. Tell me a good story.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a bitch. And this bitch had a friend.
Okay,
And they
goodbye.
was both good friends.
Bye. In this recording, please.
And they
End it.
loved each other, and they were
End
best
it.
friends. And they started
End
a
it.
business. They started a business together. And the bitches made millions of dollars being friends and having a good time. The end. But part two, the bitches find another friend, and they like, oh shit, we got another friend to be friends with, and let's make some money with her. But then this bitch tries to fight this other bitch, because come to find out, bitch number one, what is going on up there? Bitch
I'm
number
trying to get you
one
to stop, and you refuse.
was because you asked for this. Bitch number one had a baby with bitch number two, baby. I mean, bitch number three, baby daddy. Because you trying to fuck at me. Don't ask for some shit. How about that?
Wait, what? You went out. What you say?
That's stupid. I said, don't ask me for some shit and then be mad when I give it to you. Period.
Yes. Give it to me.
So anyway,
Give me that
bitch
sweet
number
thing.
one and
Oh,
bitch
no,
number
no,
three
no,
had the same
no.
baby daddy, but
Give
bitch
it to
number
me.
one didn't know that bitch number three was her baby
Baby
daddy's baby
daddies.
mama.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I don't give a fuck. You
I'm
asked
not a
for a
fan.
story.
I am not a fan of the baby fathers. No.
I don't give a fuck. You asked. Girl, are you speaking? Because I can't hear shit. That's so stupid. Anyway, we finna not you on mute. Girl, fuck everything. We finna go. Goodbye.